Hey everyone, I'm thrilled you're here because today I am going to unveil something that could literally change how you think, work, and create. Imagine breaking free from that same old thinking pattern and unleashing a flood of creativity like you've never experienced before. Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around because I'm going to walk you through some simple yet insanely effective strategies that will catapult your creative thinking to entirely new heights. I'll also share a very simple exercise that I call 30 circles that will help you put those strategies into practice. So, whether you're a writer, an artist, an entrepreneur, or just looking to spice up your daily routine, you are in the right place. Get ready to be amazed. But before we jump into this week, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Also, follow us on your favorite social media platforms. And this is the best way to be part of the community and to find out what we're up to. And if you're not receiving the free weekly newsletter, visit philmckinney.com, click on membership to sign up. Now, let's dive in to this week's episode. In an era where change is the only constant, the ability to adapt and innovate has never become more important. Yet many of us find ourselves trapped in a cycle of monotonous thinking, approaching problems with the same old mindset we've always used. But what if I told you that there was another way? A way that not only makes life more interesting, but also unlocks potential solutions and opportunities you never dreamed of. This is the power of creative thinking, a skill so valuable that CEOs, me included, rank it among the top 5 qualities we look for when we are hiring new staff, new employees, new executives. But first, let's define our terms. So, what do we mean by monotonous thinking? Monotonous thinking can be linked or very similar to walking the same path every day. It's comfortable, predictable, and safe. You know exactly where you'll end up. Turns out that our brains like routine just as much as we do. They're efficient machines that are always looking for patterns and shortcuts to save energy. So, when faced with a problem, our brains tend to rely on what's worked in the past without considering other possibilities. While this may have served us well in simpler times, it has become a hindrance when we need to adapt and innovate in a constantly changing world. To determine if you're entrenched in monotonous thinking, go through the following checklist. If you find yourself agreeing with several of these statements, it might be time to infuse more creativity into your problem-solving strategies. First up, repetition comfort. You prefer sticking to routines and methods you've already familiar with, even when they're not yielding the best results. Solution stagnation. When faced with a problem, your first instinct is to apply solutions that worked for you in the past, regardless of their fit for the current issue. Risk aversion. The thought of trying something new or unconventional makes you uncomfortable, leading you to avoid it altogether. Idea dismissal. You tend to quickly dismiss new ideas without fully exploring their potential benefits or applicability to your situation. Feedback resistance, or resistance to criticism in general. Any suggestions for alternative approaches are often met with defensiveness rather than curiosity or openness to change. And then inspiration insufficiency. You struggle to find inspiration or generate new ideas, often feeling stuck in a creative rut. And then change challenge. Change is your environmental routines are viewed more as threats than opportunities for growth and learning. If several of these points, this checklist, resonate with you, consider them signs that your thinking pattern may have become too comfortable, too predictable, that has become monotonous. Recognizing this is the first step to adopting a more creative and dynamic approach to both life and work challenges. So, what is creative thinking then? Well, creative thinking is the willingness to look beyond the obvious, to question the status quo, and to imagine not just what is, but what could be. It's a divergent way of thinking that encourages multiple solutions to a problem, often leading to innovative, I hate the buzzword, but out of the box thinking of ideas. Creative thinkers are characterized by their curiosity, their willingness to ask questions like why, what if, how might we kind of questions. This mindset not only opens doors to novel ideas, but also fosters resilient, flexible approaches to challenges, as creative thinkers are less likely to be daunted by obstacles and more likely to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. At its core, creative thinking involves three key components. One, originality, the ability to come up with fresh and unique ideas that deviate from the norm. Two, flexibility, the capability to adapt to new situations, to shift perspectives, and to consider multiple aspects of a problem simultaneously. And three, what I call fluency, the ease with which one can generate a wide range of ideas on a given topic or problem. Employing creative thinking doesn't mean abandoning logic or practicality or the lessons learned from your career or experience. Rather, it means enhancing your problem solving arsenal with a richer diversity of strategies and perspectives. By balancing critical thinking with creative exploration, individuals and organizations can uncover solutions that are not only effective, but also innovative and tailor made for the complexities of today's world. Is monotonous thinking really a bad thing? Now, monotonous thinking has been a topic of concern and discussion among psychologists, educators, and thought leaders around the globe for decades. For instance, Dr. Carol Dweck, in her book Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, underscores the danger of fixed mindset, kind of a form of monotonous thinking, in which individuals believe their abilities and intelligence are fixed and static. Dweck argues that this mindset stifles growth and innovation, creating barriers to learning and to development. Similarly, Sir Ken Robinson, in his widely viewed, it's got to be 30 million views, of his TED Talk, Do Schools Kill Creativity? He raises the poignant questions about the role of the education system in perpetrating uniform thinking patterns, suggesting that a one-size-fits-all approach to learning discourages the diversity of thought necessary for creativity and progress. So, how did we fall into this trap of monotonous thinking? Well, the answer is simple: fear and comfort. Venturing into the unknown is scary. It's easy to stick with what we know, even if it's no longer serving us well. Our education systems and workplaces often reward conformity and even penalize us for mistakes, inadvertently stifling creativity. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements and shifting global landscapes, the demand for creative thinkers has never been higher. Traditional approaches are unable to address the complex, interconnected challenges that we're facing today. The world needs to have a society equipped with citizens who are skilled in creative thinking to solve problems we don't even know exist yet, using innovations that haven't even been invented yet. By valuing and cultivating creativity across all sectors, we can unlock the potential to solve not only today's problems, but also anticipate and mitigate the challenges of tomorrow. So, how do we shift from monotonous to creative thinking? It's not as daunting as it might seem. Here are some steps and habits to foster creative thinking. 1. Embrace curiosity. Creative thinking starts with curiosity. Ask questions, seek out new experiences, and dive into topics that interest you. What does something work that way? And how could it be improved? Adopting curious mindset is the first step towards breaking free from monotonous thinking. 2. Practice divergent thinking. Divergent thinking involves generating multiple solutions to a problem. Set aside time to brainstorm and don't censor your ideas. The wilder, the crazier, the better. This exercise stretches your creative muscle and shows that there's rarely only one right answer. Number 3, step out of your comfort zone. Growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. Try new things, whether it's learning a new language, taking an improv comedy class, or traveling to an unfamiliar place where you don't even know the language. These experiences disrupt routine thinking and expose you to new perspectives. 4, allow for reflection. Creativity often strikes when you're not actively seeking it. Make space for reflection in downtime. Activities like walking and meditating or journaling can help quiet the noise that's running around in your head and allow your subconscious ideas to come to the surface. Number 5, foster a growth mindset. Embrace failures and challenges, not as the negative, but as opportunities to learn and to grow. A growth mindset encourages resilience, persistence, traits for creative problem solving. 6, surround yourself with diversity. Engage with people who think differently than you. Diverse perspectives can challenge your assumptions and inspire new ideas. Collaboration is often the birthplace of innovation. Keep that in mind. Find that diverse people that can become around you. So, now, giving you kind of the habits that you should have in place, but the best way to shift from monotonous thinking is to exercise your creative muscle. The 30 circles test, which I'm going to share with you right now, is a fun and challenging activity that can help you break through from routine thinking. The beauty lies in its versatility. It's not tethered to any specific domain or industry or field of expertise, making it an invaluable tool for classrooms, work, government, nonprofits, wherever you need to really spark ideas. And it's across all professions, and it helps you unlock yours and their creative potential. The steps are simple. Step number 1, prepare your space. Find a quiet spot where you can sit comfortably without interruptions. You'll need a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. Number 2, draw 30 circles. On your paper, literally draw 30 small, empty circles. They don't have to be perfect. Quick sketches will do just fine. Number 3, set a timer. Give yourself 3 minutes. Yes, just 3 minutes. This constraint is crucial as it creates a sense of urgency, prompting quicker, more instinctive responses. And then number 4, transform the circles. The goal is to turn as many of these circles into recognizable objects as you can before the 3 minutes runs out. Think fruit, sports equipment, planetary bodies, or anything else the circles inspire in you. Remember, there are no wrong answers here, only opportunities to see things differently. Step 5, reflect. Once the timer stops, take a moment to look over your creations. How many circles did you fill in? Were there any patterns to your ideas? Did you only focus on sports equipment, basketballs, baseballs, softballs? Or did you try a variety of different things? Did you stick to safe concepts, or did you venture out with more imaginative interpretations? This exercise is not just about how many circles you can fill, but also about stretching your ability to see potential opportunity in something as simple as a circle. It highlights the importance of rapidly generating ideas, a key component of creative thinking, and shows that creativity can indeed be sparked, and exercises can drive and improve your creative muscle. Try this exercise regularly and challenge yourself each time to surpass your previous count or to come up with even more diverse or innovative ideas. Over time, you'll notice a marked improvement in your capability to think creatively and approach problems with a fresh perspective. Now, Shifting from monotonous to creative thinking isn't about huge leaps. It's about small daily steps. Think of curiosity as your compass, guiding you through unknown territories. Challenge yourself to see the familiar in new ways. Every routine, every task could hide a spark of innovation. And surround yourself with people and ideas that push your boundaries. Remember, being creative is not a destination. It's a thrilling, exciting, fun, ongoing journey. And every failure and every success is just a stepping stone. So keep moving, keep exploring. Watch as your world expands with possibilities you never imagined. And the key is to start now. Well, that wraps up today's episode. Remember, creativity isn't just about the art or music. It's about thinking on your feet, solving problems in new ways, and seeing the world a little differently each day. I seriously cannot thank you enough for tuning in. Every minute, every second you spend with us is appreciated. I truly do appreciate it. You know, it's one thing to write and record these shows over the last 20 years, hoping to spark some kind of change or even just a little curiosity. But it is one thing entirely knowing that you're out there watching and listening, maybe smiling, nodding, or even disagreeing with me. Now, if you found anything in today's episode remotely interesting, useful, or maybe just entertaining, I have a small favor to ask. Could you help us spread the word? Subscribe, give us a like, then tell your friends about it. Share it on your social media or even bring it up in casual conversations. Every little conversation, every little endorsement, reference, thumbs up helps. We're living in a world where sharing information is easy as pressing a button, and every single share really does make a massive difference. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries, stay curious, and more importantly, stay creative. Here's to all the incredible things you're going to work on and accomplish until we come back next week. Bye-bye.